Good morning and welcome to our community meditation. I'm Kelly Capsar and I will be your practitioner for the day. First thing we want to do is welcome everybody who's physically here, who's joining us online, and I'm going to invite you to turn off any cell phones or devices so that we can come together completely in consciousness. And we love the damp weather, don't we? I'm sorry, it impacts my voice occasionally. Alrighty. So we're going to be spending 15 minutes together. We're going to have a blend of smooth voices, music, silence, and spoken word. So, welcome. First thing I want you to do is simply take a breath in, all the way in, and all the way out. And simply notice your breath moving into your belly. Notice your breath moving into your shoulders and your hips. And notice your breath moving into your elbows and your knees. Then notice your breath as it moves into your head and your hands and your feet. And notice, what does the earth right below you feel like? And once you have that noticing, I invite you to find the part of the earth that is most nurturing, inviting that nurture and support up through your feet, through your legs, through your entire body, filling your entire body, and letting anything that might be considered a distraction simply bring you deeper into your breath, into the nurture and support, into your body. And taking the breath together, all the way in and all the way out. Our focus today is what's love got to do with it. And I think love has everything to do with it. So I want you to bring to mind a part of your body that you love. Maybe it's your eyes or your smile or your hair. Maybe it's your feet or your legs. Whatever it is, bring that part of your body present in front of you right now. Feel the love for that part. Notice how that part responds to your attention. Really notice that part. Look at it, touch it, hear it, smell it. With the next breath, I invite you to bring to mind, be fully present with, a body part that maybe doesn't feel quite so lovable. And I want you to bring the love of the first body part into the second body part. And explore it from all directions and all senses. And maybe we ask, what does that body part, what color means love to that body part? What sound means love to that body part? What smell means love to that body part? I invite you to just notice the answers without any kind of judgment. What kind of movement means love to that body part? Is it something that's flowing? Is it something that's still? Is it something that's really active? And if at any point you're struggling with any of this, simply bring breath back to that part. with the next breath, I invite you to step back just a little bit so that you can have the experience of both body parts at the same time. And simply notice, did anything change? Does the love in your body feel more expansive or less expansive? Hopefully it's more. And so in the next moment, I invite you to bring the love for both of those body parts and let it expand, filling into your entire body as best as you can right now. And taking the breath in the next 30 seconds or so, just telling your body thank you for showing up and doing everything it does with you and for you and as you. Letting the love expand into every cell as best as it can right now. And coming back easily, gently, gracefully to right here, right now. In this very moment. Welcome back, and thank you all for joining me. Services begin in 15 minutes, so please feel free to move and take care of yourselves and return in the next 15 minutes so we can get started with services.
If thoughts have power, what could we do if everyone thought the same thing? If thoughts have power, what could we do if all of us share the same dream? Each of us believes in something. We all have a choice. If we choose to stand together, to sing out in one voice, then the sound will rumble, the walls will crumble, a brand new kind of dawn, an awakening. It's not a dream. We know we all are one. Let the world sing, joined in harmony. There's a part that is something, we all have a choice. So if we choose to stand together, to sing out in one voice, it's becoming clear, change is near, we have to take a stand. We can work as one, the time has come, the future's in our hand. Let the world sing, joined in harmony. There's a part that is waiting here for you. Let the world sing the song we came to sing. Together, who knows what we can do? Then our dream of one world, of one life can come true. Let the world sing, join in harmony. There's a song that is waiting here just for you. Join together now. Sing your song we came to sing. Sing it now. Together, who knows what we can do? Anything could come true. Let the world
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love is all around me. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me learn from all the ways I fall. Oh, let me know that love can heal us all. Oh, let me know that love can heal us all. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. That's right. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
tries to roll over my bones, when sorrow comes to steal the joy I own, when brokenness and pain is all I know, I won't be shaken. No, I won't be shaken. 'Cause my fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. Shame no longer has a place to hide, and I am not a captive to the lies. I'm not afraid to leave my past behind. Oh, I won't be shaken. No, I won't be shaken. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. There's a power that can break off every chain. There's a power that can empty out a grave. There's a resurrection power that can save. There's power in your name. Power in your name. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. Stand in your love. Stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. When I stand in your love, stand in your love, stand in your love. Something's calling me.
It was like something was calling me and pulling me into a different direction. And then I found Center for Spiritual Living Greater Las Vegas. My relationship with the center has shown me a deeper realization of God and how this indwelling presence guides, sustains, and directs me in every capacity and every experience in my life. As I continue to study the teachings of these great mystics and sages, I will find more love, peace, and a general sense of universal good and harmony in my life.
Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before.
Is something calling you?
Keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real with Reverend Laura. Keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real with Reverend Laura.
Well, we can be sure that the history of the labyrinth goes back some 4,000 years or more. The earliest examples we have at the moment are prehistoric rock carvings, both in Europe and also in India. There, labyrinths found their way into the world of the Greeks and into the Romans. You find them as mosaics, particularly in Roman villas and public buildings. They found their way then into the early Christian church through manuscripts, into the floors of churches and cathedrals, and certainly by the medieval period they'd spread as far as Arctic Europe, down into North Africa, as far away as places like Java and Sumatra, and also here in America amongst the Native American people, particularly down in the southwest.
I think it's important to really be conscious of how different communities approach life. People kind of wonder, now, do I approach this somberly? Do I approach this silently? How do I walk? And so you tell them to bring their best selves or their most natural selves to it. And if it's an unusual experience for them and people haven't done it before, it's fun, you know, to be on the labyrinth together and to act like you do in your regular neighborhood. I see you over there, you know, I see you're a little bit ahead of me, and that's great. I'm supporting you. And so I think it really does mirror, you know, the dynamic that happens in our communities, which is a wonderful thing.
This is Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Las Vegas. At CSL Greater Las Vegas, it is our mission to inspire spiritual discovery through community connection, exploration, and celebration. This mission supports the all-inclusive vision of Centers for Spiritual Living worldwide, in which we envision a world that works for everyone and all of creation.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Laura, and it is my pleasure to be here with you. I'm a little jazzed this morning, so we'll see what's going to happen. It is wonderful to look out and see so many familiar faces, and it's exciting to look out and see new faces that I have never seen before. Welcome to our center. And I want to acknowledge those faces that we can't see, our online audience. So if you would turn around and wave at the camera back over there in the corner. Joe's there waving at us. Wave hi to all of the people who are joining us online. We have a very robust online audience. And while we don't see their faces, we certainly feel their presence. And it's a delight to have them here with us. We're going to kick it off with an opening song, A Brand New Life. So I'm going to turn it over to Justin for you.
Right, good morning, everybody. So if you're comfortable, you want to stand, dance, move, words should be on the screen. So here we go. I'm creating a brand new life, living as a brand new me. Every day is a new beginning, another opportunity. Now I step out, living full on, one day at a time. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life. I'm creating a brand new life, living as a brand new me. Every day is a new beginning, another opportunity. Now I step out, living full on, one day at a time. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life. I'm creating a brand new life, living as a brand new me. Every day is a new beginning, another It's a brand new life. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life.
All right, at this time, if you're comfortable, please greet your neighbor.
Well, I just want to take a moment and acknowledge my dear friends, Reverend Jeff and Ed, here are here. Jeff is one of our beloved members. And I have to say, I'm a little jealous that you're sitting there and I'm up here, but that's okay. We'll turn it around in Riverside when I go down there. All right, so we're going to shift the tone of our service right now and go into our more contemplative time with our affirmation of the day and our invocation. We have our practitioner of the day, Kelly Capsar, up here to do those for us. Kelly.
Hi, welcome. So, please join me in saying this week's affirmation. I'll read it aloud and then we can repeat it together. Whatever the question, love is the answer. Whatever the question, love is the answer. And now let's turn within as we get prepared for this morning's invocation.
Sweep into my soul. Sweep into my soul. Oh, Spirit divine, sweep into my soul. Sweep sweep in love and peace. Oh, Spirit divine, sweep in love and peace.
And so continuing in this peace, in this soul connection with divine, I simply breathe in, all the way in, and all the way out, knowing that that breath is what is sweeping through my soul, through my body. It is the breath of divine. It is life itself. And so I know that everything that comes from this very moment is the perfection of divine, is the perfection of life. It's the perfection of love and grace right here, right now, in this very moment. It's also the perfection in each and every moment. No matter what appears to be going on, the truth is grace, the truth is love, the truth is peace. And so breathing that in, I know this is the truth for every single person, every single being, every single form of life. And breathing in, I'm simply so grateful for all that is becoming. And I let that breath permeate through all aspects of life, my life, your life, our life. For truly it's all one. And with this knowingness and with this remembering, with this breath, we simply say, and so it is.
Sweep into my soul, sweep into my soul. Oh, Spirit divine, sweep into my soul, sweep in love and peace, sweep in love and peace. Oh, Spirit divine, sweep in love and peace.
Wow, what a beautiful way to start. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Kelly. Nice way of centering ourselves in this present moment. So, before we get started, what do you think about my altars here? Isn't that cool? So yesterday, our Soul Crafters group studied altars, we built altars, and we made our own unique clay altar pieces. So if you're interested in doing anything fun and creative that links spirituality and creativity together, make sure you keep an eye out for our Soul Crafters. It's the first Saturday of the month from 10 to 12. So I thought, gosh, we did so much with them, let me leave them up here for you. In case you're wondering, we have a Chinese New Year altar here, Year of the Wooden Green Dragon. This is a goddess altar here. Of course, we have a Science of Mind altar. We have to have one of those. And our Leap into Love altar for our 29-day program of leaping into love, experiencing love in a deeper way with ourselves and with others around us. So this month is all about love. It's not every day that you get to match your slides, though, I just got to say. I'm kind of liking that. I got dressed this morning. I thought, oh, my goodness, I matched the slides. Oh, well. So last month was all about going back to the basics of Science of Mind and talking about the principles and the things that Ernest found most important about this. And if you recall, I talked about the love and the law and how Ernest had decided in his later years that he spent way too much time talking about the law, the principles, and not enough time talking about the love. However, he did talk about the love a lot in the Science of Mind textbook. There were, I believe, 400 entries with the word love in it in the Science of Mind, somewhere 414, I believe, that when I was looking it up this week to do my prep for the talk. So anyway, he did talk about love a lot. But we just kind of want to begin to look at love in a different way than what we normally have looked at love before. Let me get here. So, first thing that Ernest has is his definition of the word love. This comes from his New Thought Dictionary that he created to define all of these wonderful terms that he has. And he calls it the outpouring of spirit, the givingness of life. It is the great transforming power which brings everything into harmony. It is the unifying principle, the creative element, the motivating power of all that is fine and noble in life. I love that phrase. In metaphysical treatment, it is the healing force. It is what does the work. It is the power behind the words that we use. It is the power behind the thoughts that we have around things. The more we can begin to embody that feeling of love, then the more we can get a creative force going on within us that brings about transformation and healing that we sometimes are looking for in our lives. Ernest's first definition of healing, though, came from the Science of Mind textbook, of love, comes from the Science of Mind textbook, and he says that love is the self-givingness of spirit through the desire of life to express itself in terms of creation. There are very few instances where Ernest talks about love when he's not talking about creation. And the power of creation is a power of love. You know, I've, over the last decade or so, have discovered the power of being creative in my life. And as I sit with this idea of spirit being creative, and I equate it to the feeling that I have when I'm being creative. So when I'm being creative now, it's a lot different than it was when I was being creative in my younger years, when I had not quieted that inner critic that wanted to judge everything that I had done. Now when I create, I absolutely get tickled. I get tickled by what I've created. I can be at the wheel throwing a pot, covered with mud from one end of my body to the next. Trust me that I am a messy potter. But when that piece feels like it's finished, or even as it's taking shape, there is an energy bubbling up inside of me. There is a delight that is happening. And when I am finished with it and I'm taking it off the wheel and I'm putting it on the mat to dry, I am absolutely tickled by what I've created there, by what has come through me. When I sit down to draw mandalas, the same thing. I don't ever sit down anymore with a preconceived idea of what I'm going to draw, whatever's going to come out of my mind, out of my soul, whatever part of me that is coming through, because it's not an intellectual thing at all. And I put pen to paper. And sometimes I have an idea that I'm going to draw lines in a certain way, and one of them goes the wrong way. Now, my old inner critic a decade ago would have said awful things, who just would have said awful things to me. Nowadays, I look at that doing the line a little differently than what I had envisioned or what I thought was going to come out, as an opportunity for me to create something new. This is just an opportunity to change it, shift it around, make it be something different. There is this delight in me when that piece becomes finished and I look at it. It took me a long time to get to that place of feeling that creative energy. But when I think about creation and love and spirit in conjunction with that, I have this image of, well, as I said yesterday to the people as I was building altars, I love fat, happy Buddhas. They are like one of my biggest delights. I have a whole series of them on my shelf. I love the look on the face, the joy that is coming out of these characters in there. So to me, when I think of spirit, and I think of spirit creating, it's a fat, happy Buddha. But it's a gender non-inclusive fat, happy Buddha. I can't tell whether it is. I'm not worried about whether it's male or female there. It is just this character that is just so filled with life. And as it makes a creation over here, it giggles. And as it makes another creation over here, it just delights in it. And it is just this spontaneous feeling of love and joy and possibility that is happening through all of creation. That is the love of Spirit. It has so much energy and so much joy and so much passion in it that it can do nothing else but create more and more and more. And look out here in this audience at all of the wonderful, diverse forms of creation that Spirit has brought forth for us to experience. Look out in the world and see all of the wonderful things. Look at the delight that we see in young creation, children when they are experiencing the world around them, and the joy that is just coming out of their faces. It is contagious. It is palpable. And it is that presence of love. It is that power of love that is the power of creation that has brought forth everything into existence. Ernest says, love is the sole impulse for creation. And the one who does not have love as the greatest incentive of their life has never developed a real creative instinct. Love is necessary for creation. We have that inner critic. All of us have one. And some of them speak a lot louder than others. And some of us have learned over the years the practices that we do to help us quiet that inner critic. Put it in its place and allow it to do the work it needs to do for us to keep us moving through the world, but not letting it take control. Not letting it have its own reign on things. I love the way Elizabeth Gilbert talks about this. She talks about it as fear. And she says that fear and, creativity and her are going on a road trip, and fear is coming along. But it has to sit in the back seat. It has to be quiet. It cannot touch the radio. It cannot control the snacks. And it cannot give its opinion about anything. Big Magic, it's a fabulous book, Elizabeth Gilbert's, where she talks about how to actually quiet that inner voice that wants to keep us still, keep us steady in everything. So this idea of love as being this creative, dynamic force that is within us has really been something that has allowed me to feel a greater sense of love in my life. But sometimes I get these quotes from Ernest, like this one here. I like the first part of it. Love is the grandest healing and drawing power on the earth. It is the very reason for our being. And that explains why it is that people should have something or someone to love. A life that has not loved has not lived. It's still dead. When I read that last sentence of that, it kind of ticks me off. How does it feel to you guys? Because what I do in the past especially is I equate that love to a romantic love. I think I don't have a romantic partner in my life right now, so I'm not being loved. I'm not being able to express love. But that is such a minute part of love. And it's taken me a long time to get to that understanding. Because society that we live in pretty much equates love with having a partner, having someone else in your life. And that is so not true. There are so many ways that we experience love. I experience love standing up here doing what I'm doing. I experienced love on Saturday when I brought all my altar goodies in. There's a lot more at home, by the way. When I brought all that in and I got to play with clay with some people that I thought were wonderful people. That's love. This morning I had love all over me. This is me preparing for my talk this morning. These are my puppies, Molly and Mac. Mac is the one that's closest to Molly, is the gray and black one on the other side there. They were all over me, and how could I not be experiencing love having these two wonderful beings in my life? What a joy they bring to me. What a way they uplift me. You wouldn't tell it by my face there, but but I was trying to take a picture with my computer and hold them and not let them fall and keep them asleep. So I did a pretty good job with that part. I just didn't smile at the time. But as I said, that's part of my love. You know, the love of being able to be creative, the love of being able to be in community, to experience community in the ways that we experience community here are so phenomenal, and they're so filled with love. And there's so much of that love for us to share and pour out into other people around us. Ernest goes on to say, if one makes himself themselves receptive to the idea of love, they become lovable. The more we begin to embody love, the more lovable we are. It's a really attractive quality. To the degree that we embody love, we are loved. So people who love are loved. If we feel love in some way, my puppies, my community, my work that I do, if I feel that love is contagious. Other people see it and they say, I want what she's having. Because it's a palpable energy. It is a creative energy, and it is moving through us all the time. It is what has brought us into this existence. And it's what is maintaining and sustaining us, that dynamic power of creative love. Usually in the mornings when I'm prepping for service on Sunday, I avoid my email, but I needed to check on something this morning that was timely. And so when I opened up my email, I came across a daily email that I get from Richard Rohr. Richard Rohr is a Franciscan priest out of New Mexico. He runs a place called the Center for Action and Contemplation. And this is what was in his he calls them meditations this morning. He says, now it says Christianity in here, but you could insert any religion in the world in this. He says, as long as we remain in a dualistic win-lose script, Christianity will continue to appeal to the self-interested moralisms and myths. It will never rise to the mystical banquet that Jesus offers us. And again, you can insert any spiritual leader into that. The spiritual path and life itself will be more of a duty instead of a delight. More of a duty instead of a delight. As long as we have a sense that is God outside of us, that old guy sitting up on the throne in the heavens, as Joel Goldsmith calls it, the Super Santa Claus God. He's making a list and checking it twice. If you're naughty, oh well. If you're nice, yeah, you might get something better. As long as we believe in that kind of a God, in that dualistic sense of creation, of the way that the world works, then we will never get to that place of mystical consciousness. And mystical consciousness is where the love is. That's where the power of love is. It resides in that sense of being one with Spirit. Being one. It is what the devotional attitude that Jesus had to what he called Father. The Spirit as he knew it. That sense of love was so palpable that it healed the sick. That it cured the blind. That the lame could walk by just being in his presence, because the presence of love was so strong within him. The presence of creating possibilities that were different than the experiences the people were having right then was a powerful force. It attracted people to him like crazy. 5,000 people at the Sermon of the Mount listening to him, waiting to be fed on 3 fish and 2 loaves of bread. And he fed them all. Because the power of love allowed him to create. That same power of love is in us. It is working through us all of the time. The article from Richard Rohr goes on to say, we must honor the infinite mystery of our own life's journey to recognize God in it. Or is it the other way around? It seems that God is not going to let us get close unless we bring all of ourselves in love, including our brokenness. How many of you love your brokenness? Yeah. I have a hard time loving some of my brokenness. Some of the words that I use about brokenness show how hard a time I have it. One of the things that's very visible is my weight. And how do I talk about it? I have a struggle with my weight. I've battled it for years. Is there any love in that? Not a bit. I haven't quite got around to where I can embrace it in love, but I think once I do, the problem will be solved. It's just a matter of how much I can love my brokenness. There are parts of my brokenness that I love dearly. As I said, I've gotten that inner critic quieted pretty well when it comes to what I'm creating. what I'm able to produce. There are other areas of my life where the brokenness kind of shows up a little bit here and there. And I'm sure we all have different things. It's what is been told to us over the years from the family of our origin, from the people that are around us. Things that we've internalized as being not right with us. Things that we would wish were different. Things we wish we could fix, but haven't yet figured out a way to do it. I think Richard Rohr's gone right on the point here with this idea of we won't know true connection with Spirit until we can love all of ourselves. And I think that's our job, that's our task in life, is to find those things that are not exactly the way we want them and begin to work on those. One of the ways that we do that is through our contemplation and our prayer work. So let's do a little contemplation now. You know me, I like to do the practices. Spirituality without practice is just lip service. All right, so if you will, just taking a nice deep breath. It helps me to close my eyes to do this, so if you want to do that, please go ahead. You're perfectly safe where you're at, and nobody's going to come up and grab you from behind or anything, even if you ask them to. And so just begin to scan your life. And just take notice of the things that come to mind that you might call your brokenness. The things about your life, about your being, about your body, about your home, about your relationships, anything that comes up that you feel you would like to have it be a little different than it is. You may have many things coming up, but just settle on one of them. It doesn't have to be the biggest or the worst. Just whatever comes to your mind at this moment. And now as you keep that in your mind, I want you to bring your awareness to your heart center. I like to think of that as the place right behind my sternum. Or if I put my hands on my chest, that's my heart center. There's a lot going on in there, the heart beating, the lungs moving, lots of blood vessels working. There's a lot of energy in our heart center. And now as this brokenness stays in the back of your awareness, just begin to visualize a warm, golden light pulsating in the center of your heart. And watch it grow bigger with each beat. As it pulsates, it expands. Just feel it warming your body, your chest cavity, moving up your shoulders and over your back, down into your torso, moving on down into your extremities, your arms and legs. Just feel that warm golden light, like a river of gold flowing through your body. Know that this golden light is a healing light. It is the power of creativity. And it has the means to overcome anything. And just allow it to wash through you. Tapping into any of those areas that feel like they are part of that brokenness. If it's within your body, let it spread out into every cell. If it's within your home environment, just visualize it moving like lava over your entire home. Bathing it in that warm, golden light of possibility. If it's in relationships, imagine it covering all of the people involved in that with that same healing light of creativity, of love. And just take a moment and rest in that feeling of being swaddled and bathed by this light of the divine. So now remembering this feeling as we come back into our time and our space. And just begin to become aware of the seat beneath you, and the people around you. Just taking a nice deep breath. And return your full awareness to this room. In the arms which are all-inclusive, divine love encompasses everything. Healing this brokenness is not a one-time thing. It's a practice. And practice takes repetition. So whenever these ideas of brokenness or discomfort with something or wishing that something was different than what it was comes over you, take a moment. Close your eyes. Go to your heart center. See that golden light. Feel it wash over everything. Allow you to become centered back in the moment, remembering the spiritual truth. And after a while, you won't have to do it as much. It is a practice. It is a process. And it is greatly enhanced by one of our most magnificent practices, spiritual mind treatment. So I invite our practitioners to stand and surround the sanctuary, holding us in consciousness, in love, in truth at all times. These beloved souls spend many, many years studying, practicing, and learning truth. And they are here in service for our community at all times. And so if you would with me, just simply turn within. Again, I do that by taking a breath and closing my eyes. And so right here and right now, I know that there is only one thing happening, and that is the power and the presence of love. It is that perfect, creative, dynamic force that has brought everything into existence. It is the force behind that thing we call spirit. For spirit and love are synonymous. Synonymous. They're the same. Only one. There is no dualism. There is no separation. There is nothing outside of this one intelligent, creative force that has brought forth everything into existence. That was there in the beginning with nothing else. And from its own energy, through its own essence, this thing began to create. And it brought forth a multitude of creations. The variety, the complexity, the number of things that Spirit has created is endless. Everything is a product of that one, made through that dynamic force of love. And because I know there's only one, I know that I am one with it. I know that that creative love intelligence resides right at the very heart of my being. It is the truth of who I am. I am living its life right here and right now. And as I know this is true for me, I know this is true for each and every one of us. For we are all that expression of love, intelligence, moving forth into the world right here and right now. And because I know that this is true, I speak my word. I speak a word knowing that love is that dynamic force that is moving everything into possibility. I know that love is that creation, that desire to produce something that has never been before. I know that love is a force for good in the world, that the arms of the divine encompass the entire world with its love. We feel the heartbeat of the divine on every breath that we take. We see the face of the divine in every person we meet. For nothing exists outside of this one. And how good it is to know this, how good it is to feel it and see it in action. And I just give great thanks for this. And I release this word into that law, that part of the love that always says yes. I let it go and I let it be. And together we say, and so it is.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, practitioners. Thank you, Ed and Jeff, for joining us. As I was standing here in the light, I just realized that I brought lots of magical wisps of unconditional love with me today. I should have got hold of that roller, Fran, that you brought me. That's what happens when you have a... You brought it for you, yeah. Okay, so... now is our time that we go into sharing of our donations for our center. We are a 501c3 and we receive all of our funding through your generous donations. We are grateful to receive your cash and check donations here today. And we also have several ways that you can give electronically. We have through our website, which is CSLGLV.org/donate. We have text to give. I think the number's on the board there. I'm not even going to try to read it. And we have that new wonderful thing called Zelle. You can just zell it to admin@CSLGLV.org, and we will happily receive your donations that way. We're singing Circulation today? Ooh, good. Circulation has hand movements if you want to stand and join us as our ushers pass the baskets. All right, Justin.
Circulation and send it back to you. Circulation, circulation, like the water raining down to grow the flowers up through the ground. Circulation, circulation, the universe you give into, multiply it and send it back to you. Circulation, circulation, like the water raining down to grow the flowers up through the ground. Circulation, circulation, the universe you give into, multiply it and send it back to you.
Last time.
Circulation, circulation, like the water raining down to grow the flowers up through the ground. Circulation, circulation, the universe you give into, will multiply it and send it back to you. Circulation.
Okay. All right, let's have a seat, please. Charlotte, do we need to call somebody? No? Okay. All right, we're just knowing peace and ease and divine unfoldment is happening right here and right now. There is nothing to hinder or harm anything. So just take a nice deep breath. So at the beginning of the service, you saw a short video, a short commercial. Joe, our wonderful media specialist, has put together lots of commercials for us. This one was about our labyrinth walk that we are having this Wednesday night. Well, he just found a wonderful little 4-minute clip from the Today Show about labyrinths. And so we thought we would share it with you today. So, Joe, I'll turn it over to you.
About an hour north of Phoenix, where the saguaro cactus are abundant, is the town of Carefree. It sounds like a place you'd go to check out for a while. Or maybe check in with yourself. What's this thing?
This is a very ancient symbol of how to come back to one's center.
A labyrinth, explains Veronica Lynn Clark at the Savannah Wellness Resort.
It looks complex, just like mindfulness and all these other things, but it's a very simple pathway to the center.
A destination often not easy to access.
What if you're afraid of the center? What if you I don't know, the center's got a lot of stuff going on in there. I just as soon leave that door closed.
A lot of people are afraid of it.
Yeah.
That's okay. Not everybody's going to want to go right to the center. There's a lot of stuff there.
Wellness buzzwords, or is there a there here in the desert? Clark describes it as a kind of walking meditation.
Which can be so much more gratifying even for someone who feels frustrated because they can't sit and meditate. So this is a very simple way to meditate.
Labyrinths, or something like them, have been around for 4,000 years. The modern labyrinth movement started at San Francisco's Grace Cathedral in the 1990s.
I was at the end of my rope, so to speak, with the AIDS crisis, and I was just burnt out.
After careful study and prayer, the Reverend Dr. Lauren Artress thought walking a labyrinth could soothe a troubled soul.
This pattern, if you can allow yourself to just drop in, then you get in touch with this whole other level.
We tried it there in that sacred space. Maybe you don't quite get it the first time. It was different in Arizona.
Part of that is the relaxing. Part of it is just letting go. This is such a beautiful way for people to practice that.
The internal noise, often static, dissonant voices within, began to quiet.
The longer we're out here, the more I wanted to slow down.
A lot of times people will confuse a labyrinth with a maze. A maze is intended to create some confusion. But this labyrinth, if you stay on the path, you're not going to get lost.
It's a metaphor, a journey.
What do you think the labyrinth might be a pathway to?
Inner peace.
Since Lauren Artres brought the labyrinth to Grace Cathedral, thousands more have been built across the country. Many at churches, including at the Presbyterian Church on the Green in Bloomfield, New Jersey. Pastor Ruth Bowling and her husband Carlos built a full labyrinth during the pandemic. It has brought them and the community here a path to healing.
Every experience is different. Every time I walk the labyrinth, it's a different experience for me, but it's always good.
It's not that the labyrinth in and of itself created this experience. You allowed yourself to have the experience by walking through. You can still walk mindfully, peacefully, and still experience the peace inside of you.
So it's portable.
Yes.
Hey, she's a great teacher, bro. Yeah, Clark.
So just want to make sure you heard one thing that she said. So how you walk the labyrinth is how you do life. How you walk a labyrinth, how you approach a labyrinth is how you approach life. If you've been hesitant to walk our labyrinth, what else are you hesitant to do in your life? So Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, we are going to have a group labyrinth walk. There's something really powerful about walking the labyrinth with a group. Those of you that have experienced it know what we're talking about. So please consider joining us. Our theme is Loving Who I Am, because we're all about love this month. So please, 7 o'clock, we'll be done by 8:15 at the latest. If you'd like to bring a journal with you, because oftentimes things come up in the labyrinth that you might want to sit and contemplate and journal about, remember when you leave here, that's wonderful too. We'll start off the night in a circle and we'll do a brief contemplation. And then as people are called to get up and walk, they get up and take their labyrinth walk. And everybody does it at their own pace and so forth during the labyrinth walk. So please, I really hope you consider joining us on our Wednesday evening labyrinth walk. It's a really powerful experience. If you're not sure what a labyrinth is, look beneath you. It's right there on our floor. So that's our beautiful vision labyrinth that was created by this community here. So it's a joy to have it, and it's a joy to be able to use it. We are the only permanent indoor labyrinth in Las Vegas. So there you go. All right, so we have a couple other announcements. I'm going to bring up Kelly Marshall here to give us our announcements. What did I do with the thing? Here it is. You want me to do, or are you going to do it? You're going to try it again.
We'll see how it goes the second week. We did pretty good last time. All right, our first announcement today is the Leap into Love series that you've heard Reverend Laura talk about. We just experienced day 4 this morning, and each one has been better than the previous. It's been a great experience to try out different spiritual practices that are designed to bring us a greater experience of love in our lives and in all of those relationships that we have too. You can sign up anytime. We'll send you all the previous days. And this Monday is the first Mandala Monday, I believe is what we're calling it. Yes. And there will be a downloadable mandala by Reverend Laura included in the email that goes out to you. If you've signed up for Leap into Love and don't have a printer, feel free to stop in the back and ask Kaylee for a copy of that mandala to take home with you today. Next, Tuesday Supper Club. Every month on the second Tuesday, a group gets together to go experience dinner and fellowship at a different restaurant around Las Vegas. And this month's host, Clay T. White, has chosen Bahama Breeze down at Flamingo and near Paradise. So if you'd like to RSVP for that, it's on our website as well. Our newest Sacred Circle is Fun and Games at CSLGLV. It will be this coming Friday evening at 6:30 p.m. You can RSVP online, or you can just show up. We're so grateful and happy to welcome you into that space of fellowship and fun with us this week. Foundations Part 2. Enhancing Life Through Spiritual Practices with Reverend Laura starts on February 13th and runs for 4 Tuesdays. beginning at 6 p.m. here in the sanctuary each week. It is the second half of that Foundations course, and it is filled with wonderful spiritual practices that will enhance your life and bring about change in ways you didn't know you wanted to experience. So I challenge you to join that class. Those practices are a beautiful and wonderful way to show some gratitude for yourself and your journey. Next, our annual member meeting is going to be Sunday, February 25th, with a call to order at 11:30. If you are a member, you would have received via email the formal announcement and links to our website in order to download any pertinent information regarding bylaw changes and the minutes from the previous meeting. If you have not received an email, feel free to send an email to admin@cslglv.org, or if you are a member, please feel free to go to the website, click on this button at the top of the web page, and it will give you all of the information that you need to know. Also, announcing today, our 3 candidates for the 2024 Leadership Council are Scott Edwards, Reverend Charlotte Parker, I can't see that far, and Clay T. White, a practitioner here at CSLGLV that I believe most of you probably know. You can read more about them also at the same link on the webpage. And if you have any questions today after service about the annual meeting, please come see me. I'll be standing in the back. Thank you.
All right. Ah, beautiful. Okay, thank you.
Take it with me.
All good. I think we're done with that. Okay, so we are having a labyrinth walk, which means we need to prepare our space for a labyrinth walk. And so if you are physically able to help us, we would love to have you help us stack chairs. We are making, each row has 6 chairs. We are making stacks of 6. If you stack them and push them to the wall, we would be thrilled. If you are not able, please do not try it. But if you are physically able and would like to get physical with us, then let's do that. So, ready for our benediction. All right, where's my benediction? I wrote it down. Here we go. Already. Okay, let me take it over here because I can be in the light then, right, Joe? He likes me in the light for some reason. All right, would you stand, please? And repeat after me. I love who I am.
I love who I am.
For I am. Incredible. Powerful. A miracle. Divine. I am all that. And so much more. I am perfect. And I am loved. And so it is. All right, use me. Use me.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Sing it up this time. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
Have a great week, everybody.
Sorry.